Hey guys, this is Lindsay from Paper Hearts Planner Co. and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to use our digital recipe book. Now whenever you purchase the recipe book you do get two different planners. You get a DIY version which you can customize to make it however you want, and you also get a predetermined version that has predetermined categories and tabs. So let's dive in and let me show you how to use it and how to customize it. So whenever you download the planners, you have the DIY version and then you have the pre-sectioned one. They look exactly the same except the tabs are different. So let's go through the pre-sectioned one first. This recipe book does come with two different covers. So you have two cover options. Whichever one you don't want to use you can delete. And then we have our welcome page, and it just has a bunch of links to all the extras that we provide as well as the hex codes and the fonts that we use in this planner. And then we have the index section. This index page is hyperlinked to every section of the recipe book as well as the extra pages that we provide. So you have appetizers, soup and salad, entrees, casseroles, meat, poultry, seafood, bread and rolls, cakes and cookies, pies and pastries, this and that for some miscellaneous recipes you might have, and holiday recipes. You can click on any of these tabs to go to that section. You click on any of the boxes to go to that section, or you can also click over here on the tabs and it will take you to the different sections as well. So let's talk about how you can customize it. So if you have an entree that you want to add to your recipe planner or your recipe book, whenever you go to the entrees section, you have the cover of entrees and then you have two different recipe card templates. You have a recipe card that's on two separate pages, so you have a ton of room for ingredients and your directions. And then you also have a recipe card page that has one on each page. Now we only provide 2 pages before you get to the next section of recipe cards, but what you can do once you've used these pages, or if you want to add more, you just go right up here to the top. I'm using GoodNotes for this tutorial, and you can copy the page and then you can add a page in and use the current template. So now instead of just having one page with 2 recipe cards on it, you can add as many as you want. And you can do this with the page with 2 recipe cards, or you can do it with the page with 1 recipe card. You can add as many pages in here as you would like. Now, if you want each section of your recipe book to have its own index, say you want to have a list of all the recipes that you have in this entree section, if you go back to the index, and you can do that by clicking right here on the spine, and then you go to index, we do have a recipe index that you can copy and paste anywhere in the planner. So let's say I want to add this to the entree section. I'm going to go right up here and I'm going to hit copy page. I'm going to go back to entrees, and then I'm going to add this page after this first page. So I'm going to click the plus icon for the page after, and then I'm going to hit paste page. And that added the recipe index right there. So I can add all of my entrees in here, and then all my recipes will be after that index section. Now we do have some other pages that we include. We have a conversion chart, and then we have a favorite recipes, and then we have meals to try. And that is all the sections of the recipe planner. It's very basic, but you can customize it to add as many recipes as you would like. Now let's talk about the DIY version. It's exactly the same. It just doesn't have any recipe sections already predetermined. So you can make these categories wherever you want, and these correlate to the tabs here. So let's say that you want your first section to be like sauces. If you write in sauces right here, or type it in, or use our stickers to put it in, and you make this section sauces, you can click on it to go right here to sauces, and you can also click on it over here. Now we do have some stickers that match this planner, but it's not included with the planner. You have to purchase those separately. So let me show you how to customize your planner a little bit more. So let's say that you want to use these stickers. These are all the stickers within that sticker set. But let's say we want to make our first section sauces. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to lasso the sticker, I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go back here to my DIY recipe book, turn off my toolbar. Whoops. I'm going to turn the toolbar back on, and I'm going to paste it. You might have to paste off of the box a little bit so it doesn't try to open the hyperlink. I'm going to paste that right there, and that is one way that I can determine that section 1 is going to be sauces. And you can do that with all of these different stickers that we provide you. You can also just type it in. So let's say I just want to type. I'm going to click right here and bring up my keyboard. Let's say I want to make this section salads. Whoops. I can do that here, and then I can highlight it to make it bigger. And there we go. Now if I need to move this around, I just lasso it. And I'm going to resize it a little bit. Whoops. Let's undo that. Make sure it includes that. It does. Let's actually just click on this text box. I'm going to delete this. Sometimes text boxes can be super finicky and hard to work with. Delete that one. I don't know why it's cutting it in half, so let's just do it again. So I'm going to make this bigger. I'm going to click off of it. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. It must have just been a glitch. So that is how you can just type in. You could also just write in. So let's say I want to make this section chicken. I can just write chicken. And then if I click on this hyperlink here, then it will take me to that section. So now I want to put chicken over here. So one way to do that is I can type it, write it, or I can use the stickers. So I'm just going to write it. And resize my text. Make this bigger. That's not super pretty, but you get the point. That's how you can customize each different section of the planner. The same pages apply. You have a recipe card that has it on 2 separate pages, and then the next one has 2 recipe cards. You can copy these pages and duplicate them to give you more recipes whenever you need them and add to your planner. So that is the basics on how to use the recipe book. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out and let me know.